Aussies Abroad, brought to you by McDonald's.
The next step, I suppose, was this kind of move for me. I wanted to go to a football club that sees itself as a Premier League club that wants to be, in the top half of this league, winning this league, getting promoted out of this league. That's the kind of shared view of my career where I hopefully want to get to. And I loved every second of my time at Burton, but the club's long-term plans will always be championship survival. I think I needed to be at a club that shared my individual kind of motivations, which is to push on to the next level. The first months at Hull were interesting, different. I hadn't really been in a first team environment like this before. I've always been kind of part of the underdog story, I suppose, in a way, and I feel like I've got that voice now that amongst the players, which is something I've always found to be one of my qualities. Each game now I feel completely settled, and that's definitely helped over the last couple of months with my performances. This is the perfect place to come and play games and play against top players, and players are leaving top European leagues to come and play in the Championship, to hopefully achieve that dream of playing in the Premier League that I think, every player in the world hopes to do.
Great character, great attitude, wants to do well. Typical Aussie, if you like. He's got that bit of toughness about himself. He's going to take information on board for the good of the team. He's a team player. And he's going to work very, very hard, and he's got attributes that can lead to scoring goals. But he's got that defensive ruggedness and robustness about himself.
My entire schooling years were centred around music and the arts. I obviously you train 2 nights a week and you play on a Saturday, and I was totally obsessed by it, but on the day-to-day at school, that was most of my life centered around music. Although I was probably never the most naturally gifted, I was, again, very motivated, and I loved playing with my friends, and I loved playing in bands and being involved in that kind of environment. As soon as I kind of pushed on to that next level, there was never going to be a question about it. It's the same for a number of our players as well, I'm sure, that have possibly got the opportunity to go to a World Cup. I don't think there's any reason why we can't get out of our group and go and compete. All it takes is you've got to produce. In the moment, it's 3 games. You have to give all 3 games absolutely everything you've got, because you don't want to let it pass you by. And we put in, not just make the country proud, but do it for ourselves as well, because you don't know how many chances you're going to get to play at that level.